Hello and welcome back to Chapeauetry. Today's poems are by the excellent Jane Austen, of course best known as a novelist, but she did write some verse as well, as it turns out. She's very versatile that way. I really love Jane Austen. I always think of her as sort of a fencer with words. Every time she gets a hit in, it does sting, but at the same time you can't help but respect the skill and the accuracy that went into making that point. Case in point, my favourite novel of hers is Northanger Abbey, which feels like it was written specifically to call me out. The first poem I'm going to read is called Verses to Rhyme with Rose, and you'll see why in a moment. Happy the labourer in his Sunday clothes, in light drab coat, smart waistcoat, well-darned hose, and hat upon his head. To church he goes, as oft with conscious pride he downward throws a glance upon the ample cabbage rose that, stuck in buttonhole, regales his nose. He envies not the gayest London beaux. In church he takes his seat among the rows, pays to the place the reverence he owes, likes best the prayers whose meaning least he knows, lists the sermon in a softening doze, and rouses joyous at the welcome close. You can just see that scene playing out in, say, Pride and Prejudice, with Lydia Bennet a few pews away making eyes at the nearest officer. The second poem I'm going to read is called When Stretched on One's Bed. When stretched on one's bed with a fierce throbbing head which precludes alike thought or repose, how little one cares for the grandest affairs that may busy the world as it goes. How little one feels for the waltzes and reels of our dance-loving friends at a ball. How slight one's concern to conjecture or learn what their flounces or hearts may befall. How little one minds if a company dines on the best that the season affords. How short is one's muse o'er the sauces and stews, or the guests, be they beggars or lords. How little the bells, ring they peals, toll they knells, can attract our attention or ears. The bride may be married, the course may be carried, and touch nor our hopes nor our fears. Our own bodily pains, every faculty chains, we can feel on no subject besides. 'Tis in health and in ease we the power must seize, for our friends and our souls to provide. Relatable, therefore, I suppose anyone who's ever suffered a migraine or a writer headache. Thank you so much for joining me today, and please do come back for the next one.